Hey guys, if you like this content, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys like the video and subscribed to my channel. It helps make these videos worth it going forward. Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a crypto market review. Today I just want to be talking about which coins look good for the next month or so and which coins I'm really focusing on. So as always, this is not financial advice. I'm not an expert. Do your own research. Firstly, I just wanted to talk about the current altcoin climate where we're seeing a very choppy amount of price action, and you're seeing a lot of coins that have this type of price action. And in my opinion, this is a bullish accumulation, and I think that we are going to see a second run here fairly shortly. And I just wanted to show you what bullish accumulation looks like. So bullish accumulation, Theta is a perfect example here because Theta has had these runs where it basically accumulated for approximately 1 month or so, and then it had these strong runs. So what we're seeing here, I mean, this doesn't have to be perfect. You're basically seeing this is like an example here of bullish accumulation for Theta. Price did a big run up starting in December, and then it ranged for 1 month, January to February, and then it now is having its second run. And it has these periods frequently. Again, look here again, back in September all the way to December. Again, perfect example of a bullish accumulation pattern here where price blitzes up, consolidates for a month or a week or whatever, and then goes again. And this is the kind of pattern that we're seeing right now with many altcoins across the board. Altcoins had very strong runs all throughout the month of February, and then basically pulled back very strongly at that time. And you can kind of see this distribution pattern play out at the early parts of February. I'm sorry, it moved up in January, not February. It kind of ended near February. But regardless, this is the kind of price action that we're seeing right now for coins like Band. 1 inch had that as well, and DOT also kind of had an accumulation pattern. And so again, I have a video on accumulation, so be sure to check that one out. Accumulation is basically where price will ping pong between two levels. And this usually occurs after a big pump or a big dump. So in the case of Theta, we saw price taking breaks after these large pumps, and it did this frequently. And maybe it's potentially doing it now. So what we're seeing right here is Band had a big run up and then a big run down. And now it's accumulating, in my opinion. This could make another leg down to $7, and maybe I look like a fool. But in my personal opinion, the market structure still is bullish on this, and price is forming a higher low. So I think that price is going to potentially keep consolidating, and then it's going to run fairly soon. I would say anywhere between the next 2 weeks or so. And you can see price basically ping-ponging between these two ranges. It's tapped both the range high and range low several times. And you can also see other indicators such as the EMAs all tightening up. When you see EMAs like this tightening up, it's usually pretty bullish, depending on the context, of course. But in my opinion, this is bullish in general. And as you see these EMAs start to curl up and bullishly cross, then you know it's time to buy. Personally, in my opinion, it's a decent idea to scale into these types of coins now. I think that these have been accumulating for quite some time. And it, of course, depends on your style of trading. I personally am going to be swing trading these positions, and I'll just buy around these areas and not worry too much about the short-term price. But I strongly feel that there is a good amount of upside left for these types of coins. So this right here is Band. You can see Band bullishly accumulating after its big run. And there are many other coins that also had this type of price action. So let's look here. This is 1 inch. Again, we are seeing a accumulation pattern similar to Band, where price kind of dumped big. It didn't dump as large, but is now accumulating. And you could even almost argue that price has formed a larger range like this. Totally viable. Like, you know, price has tapped these areas on the range high several times. You can see right here at 580 several times, and then it's also tapped these range lows. And you could argue that this is just one big range. I mean, that's totally valid. But for 1 inch, I mean, you're seeing the same type of price action here, ranging between the range high of 470 and 350. So those are two types of coins that we saw, and Alpha is another type of coin that had its big run up from it had this big run up in January. Of course, it led the market, and then now it's basically ranging. And you can again see range high, range low. I'm sure if we did a fib, like this probably would be the EQ or somewhere close. Look at that, exactly. So you're seeing this is like a range. This is the range that's formed for Alpha. So these are the types of coins that I'm targeting, and the upside is that these types of coins look good right now in a bullish context. Again, the EMAs are all tightening up in general, and I think these are ready to move. And you can also see this example here, as I said, with Theta, and also ZIL also moved very strongly last month in February. And the reason for that was that ZIL didn't really move strong in January when everything was strong, if I recall correctly. Let's just look. Okay, so this is January. ZIL didn't move in January. And it's the same type of exact price action. Like look before. Look here. So you can see the EMAs all tightening up, and this is the same type of price action that we saw before, that we're seeing right now with Alpha and Band and all these other coins. And then it had a very strong move. So what am I trying to say? I think this type of price action is very bullish. So, you know, that's what we're looking at with Alpha right now. Everything's clumping together. All the EMAs are tightening up, and I think it's a good time to buy. So these are the types of coins that I'm viewing. I'm viewing next decentralized finance run, like Alpha and 1 inch and Band. Those types of coins are ones that I'm bullish on. Coins that had even stronger runs. This is like another type of. This is another type of trade. This didn't really tighten. This didn't really have an accumulation pattern similar to Alpha as much. I'm sorry, not Alpha, to ZIL, because it had a stronger run initially. So what we're seeing with a coin like AAVE that basically went had an even stronger pump, you know, from $50 or I'm sorry, $75 to like $500 or $600. When you see runs like this, they'll have stronger retracements. And this is kind of what we're seeing here with a coin like AAVE. You don't really see coins like this have huge runs and then consolidate as often before another leg up. You don't see that as often after the huge runs. That's why coins like AAVE and Alpha are pulling back. They had stronger pullbacks because they had such strong runs before. Now, it could be like Theta, where you have decent run, consolidation, decent run, consolidation, decent run, but it's never going to have this type of insane run without a big pullback. And Theta did have that back before when futures were introduced, I think in 2019 or 2020. I mean, look right here. So this is a good example. Massive run, and then a huge pullback, and then accumulation here. That's basically what happened for Theta, and that's what you're seeing right now on AAVE and what you're seeing on Alpha. you're seeing these huge runs, and then now they pull back. So again, this is a different type of trade than 1 inch in band, but the concept is still the same in my opinion. Like, I personally am just buying around 370. I would love to get another entry at 330 again, but I don't know if that'll happen in the short term unless Bitcoin takes a dump. And these are the types of coins that I'm doing. I'm doing coins that really had strong runs and then now are accumulating or pulling back. You know, projects like AAVE and Alpha didn't turn into shit projects overnight. They just were, they just are pulling back, and that's pretty natural. But I still feel bullish on these projects in the next few months. DOT has kind of weird price action. It's not really. This is more, I guess, similar to coins like Theta, I guess, where this is basically kind of having a consolidation period, kind of high, even though it did have a very strong run. But one benefit to DOT that it had is it already had a bullish accumulation period, which is something that Alpha did not, and AAVE. I mean, these just went skyrocketing up. Like, this didn't really have any. This was no cool down periods whatsoever. Whereas DOT had big run, consolidation, big run. So perhaps now it's consolidating again. I am conflicted myself on if this is a top or not, just because there's a lot of sell volume coming in and these candle closes are not the best. But I'm still bullish on DOT in 2021, so I think it's going to be good. So these are the types of coins that I'm eyeing. I'm eyeing a lot of decentralized finance coins, round 2. And these are the coins that I'm really thinking will have its second run soon. AAVE and Alpha led before, and I think it's going to lead again within the next 2 weeks personally. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you guys think, and I appreciate any likes and subscribes. Thanks.